You're listening to KFWB News Talk 980. My name is Les Brown, and we thank you so much for being with us, and we encourage you to call right now. We're talking about all of us have goals and dreams in our lives, and here's what I know, that all of us have just enough energy to go so far by ourselves, and many times we give up prematurely because our best thinking does not produce the results that we want, and we're really in a place where that thinking that we have won't serve us, and sometimes you need an outside set of eyes and consciousness to look at that thing, and through the conversation you can get a breakthrough. So if you're stuck in maybe in a situation that you're dealing with right now, and the reason that you're listening to the program is so you can get unstuck, the number to call is 888-539-2980. This is what I've dedicated my life to, because the first 42 years of my life, I was living a life that I was not designed to live. I was living a totally different life that was out of alignment with who I was. And there are people that I've met over the years who said, you know, before I heard you, I was just getting a paycheck. And then I realized there was something else that I wanted to do, that just showing up for a job to pay the bills, it wasn't enough. And I got unstuck after hearing your words. I want to talk right now to, hello, how are you? This is Nicole? What is your name?
Hello. My name is Noel.
Oh, Noel, how are you? Thank you so much. Now, you tell me, how did you get unstuck? You already unstuck, am I correct?
Yeah, right, Les. I think in my life situation, I'm a little bit, I'm like in a different phase, because I've actually been able to become unstuck only because my parents, as much as I love them, and may my father rest in peace, but the thing is, they had me on an academic track when I was going to school, where they wanted me to, they were hoping that I would gear myself toward a medical field or become a lawyer. I graduated high school when I was 16, and I realized, you know what, I'm not, that's not really me.
Yes.
I really wanted to work with children. So right now I'm working with children who have disabilities, but I really found that I had to tap into the resource that I had intrinsically. So there were some voices in me telling me, you know what, you really need to work with kids. You need to work with kids. You need to work with children with disabilities. But
yes.
My parents were, they had other dreams for me.
Yes.
But I had to find my true self. I had to really listen to the voices that were in me telling me what I had to do.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I must say to you, in retrospect, I don't feel bad about any of the choices that I made as far as going into education. I feel like I have found my true self. I have listened to my true voice. And by the way, I also found out my true self when I realized that I was gay and not living this fake life that everybody else wanted me to live.
Right. And so as you begin to honor yourself and living your own truth, you felt congruent with yourself.
Not just congruent, I felt whole with myself.
Mm-hmm.
And true and authentic life is being led right now as we speak.
And as a result, you really let go and freed yourself of a heavy burden.
Oh, tremendously.
Yes.
I'm living an authentic life only because I'm following my own truth. Not the truth of my parents, not the truth of anyone else, but I really had to say to myself, you know what, I'm going to let this go. I'm going to let myself be who I am, and those of you who can handle it, thank you. Those of you who can't, thank you too.
Right. That's right.
Just don't make me have to negotiate and compromise my values to suit your needs for me.
Absolutely. Congratulations. I celebrate you, and you're living your authentic life. You deserve that, Noel. And
Thank
please,
you so much.
and I look forward to meeting you at some time in the future, because I love working with kids who have disability challenges.
Thank you so much, Les. And you do sound, I've never heard you before. This is my first time. I just happen to be just, channel jumping. But you do sound like you are the voice of reason. So I will listen to you more.
Well, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you. And my children, thank you. Because I'll be able to keep a job because of you. I appreciate you
so much.
Okay.
Be well.
All right. You too, Noel. God bless you. Bye now. Here's what he said. He's living his true life, his authentic life. He's being himself, and that's what most of us want. And sometimes we just get stuck and we need some help, but he got unstuck, and good for him. Hello, Sarah. How are you?
Hi, I'm well, thank you. So I am completely stuck. I was doing the same thing with channel surfing, and I'm 24. I'm at a job where they're not advancing me, and I feel I deserve to advance, and I'm living with my parents, and I just can't seem to get my life on track.
But what does that look like, your life getting on track? What do you need to do for you to do that, Sarah?
I mean, I need to probably find another job or, and I need to move out of my parents' house, but I need to figure out how to make money first, doing what I love.
Okay, now, but do you know what? Now, why haven't you done that up to this point?
Because I've tried 20 different things, and I don't know what it is, but something about me, I can't seem to get my life together. It's a problem.
Okay, but first of all, we got to change that conversation. You don't want to ever say that. Thou shalt decree a thing that shall be established unto you. See, how we live our lives is a result of the story we believe about ourselves. I told myself, because I don't have a college education, because I was labeled educable, mentally retarded, and put back from the 5th grade to the 4th grade and failed again in the 8th grade. For 42 years, I allowed that conversation to govern and restrict my life. So part of what we want to focus on right now in your languaging, tell me about the life that Sarah is going to create. Tell me, what is it you have to do in order for you to create the life where you'll find meaningful employment that will pay you what you're worth and that will allow you to be financially independent and free of living with your parents? You're a grown person. You are intelligent. You're in good health. You have the ability and the talent to be responsible and independent of your parents. So what will it require on you? What shift is necessary for you to make that happen for Sarah? Because we know Sarah can do that.
I know. That's what I don't know.
No. You can't say that you don't know, because somebody took that 3 weeks ago. They said they didn't know, so that's off the table. So if you did have some idea, what would Sarah have to do? What decision, what commitment will Sarah have to make in order for the new Sarah to give? Because she wants to get out. That's why she called. She wants to get out. The old Sarah wants to die. The new Sarah wants to come out of the closet now. Like Noel did. He came out. Come on, be your true self. That's not who you are. Living with your mother? Come on, every day that you're with your parents, that diminishes your sense of who you are. That's not you.
You're so right. And I think I need to just find a new job and figure out how I can do that.
Okay, no, it's not to figure it out. You have to make the commitment. Make the commitment. I'm out of here. I'm going to get another job. Once you make the commitment, then figure it out. But that's when people do things. See, I didn't do what I wanted to do for years because I was trying to figure out, how would I do this? And I don't have a college education. How will I speak for corporations and I never work for them? How will I establish myself as an intellectual resource for people to pay me to train and motivate them to do something I've never done? And they've got people with PhDs and MBAs and years of experience, and I don't have any of that. And I was trying to figure it out. Guess how long it took me? 14 years, and I never figured it out. I never did anything until I made the commitment to do it.
So you're saying you just have to decide you're going to do it and just step out and do it?
That's how everything starts. Former President John F. Kennedy said, we're going to the moon. He was not a scientist. He was not an engineer. He said, we're going to the moon in 8 years. We did it in 10 years. We did it in 8. If you say, I'm going to do this, I'm going to find another job, I'm getting out of my parents' house, I'm going to create a new life for myself, I have had it living like this, living a small life. This is not me. You will do it, Sarah.
All right, I agree, and I really appreciate it. I think I need that push and that motivation. Thank you so much.
I want you to say, I'm going to do it.
I'm going to do it.
Say it with conviction, like you really mean it. Say, I'm going to do it.
I'm going to do it.
Yes, you can. You're almost there. All right, call me back and give me some good information, all right?
Thank you so much.
Thank you for being coachable and being open, all right? Thank you so much. I appreciate you calling in. The number to call is 888-539-2980. I'm an assassin. I will kill every excuse, every negative thought, every doubt that you have in you. Call in, and I will take you out. Oh, this is Baby Brown's baby boy. Are you stuck? You call. All right. Now, if you want to stay stuck, don't call. Just change the channel and go and listen to the garbage of the world. Garbage in, garbage stays. It doesn't go out. It stays, and it shows up in your attitude and your blurred vision of yourself. And you come up with excuses to justify living a small life. You can't fit a big dream into a small life. And Sarah knows she can do better than that. She's a grown person, and she knows she's not supposed to be living home with her parents. And there's something in her that's saying, this is not me. That's her true self. All of us have had that voice. We've heard that voice in us saying, I can do this. Come up higher. This is not it for me. There's got to be more. You've heard that voice. Most people ignore the voice. They drown it out with drugs. They drown it out with marijuana. They drown it out with alcohol. They drown it out with excuses. They drown it out what my parents did to me. All kind of excuses. No, in life, excuses don't count. Results, that's what counts. You stuck? You call. The number to call is 888-539-2980. 888-539-2980. Hey, listen, Bria, I'm going to be right with you, but I got to take care. I forgot to pay the light bill. We got to take care of some business right now, and we'll be right back. I want to hear from you. I want you to call me right now. If you've got a challenge that you're facing and you've said, you know, I'm kind of where Sarah is. I know I can do better, but I'm working against myself. I feel like Paul, who said the things I should do, I don't do, and the things I shouldn't do, I do. I'm my own worst enemy right now, and I need some help. Please kill me. Kill every negative thought in me, every excuse. 888-539-2980. My name is Les Brown. You're listening to KFWB News Talk 980.